What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to let you guys know that FL Studio 2026 beta is here with some new plugins and updates to Flex. So I know you guys may see back at my parents' house, obviously I'm here for the summer with my kids. I was over at my parents' house for the week and I got this breaking news and I was like, man, we're gonna have to go downstairs and hit the gym. You know, you was gonna get a video to it from down here anyway when I come to my parents. But I also tomorrow, make sure you keep an eye out for tomorrow's video because my plugin of the year is coming out tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and get right into this. I haven't gotten too deep into this. I just got an email about this maybe 20 minutes ago. I opened it up and checked it out, downloaded it and everything. So there's a new plugin called Transmitter. This plugin right here, it splits the input signal into transient and sustained audio streams for independent dynamics, spectral shaping, and effects processing. So we'll go through that here in a second, but they've updated Flex, and I want to start here with Flex. So you see they've kind of updated the way that Flex looks and everything. Each one of the libraries has like a different background and everything. There's a little preset menu and everything in here too. And what they say is basically Flex is a preset-based synthesizer driven by an advanced synthesis engine capable of subtractive, wavetable, multi-sample, FM, and AM-based synthesis. The 8 macros control custom synthesis targets for each patch, allow you to focus on what's more important, making music. So what they do say about this is that it is less CPU intensive. So the new engine makes it less CPU intensive. There's a lot of new stuff with tags in here and favorites and all that stuff that you can mess with, which makes it nice too. I mean, as you can see here. So then there's other things you can pull up like a oscillope, a spectrogram, vector scope, frequency histogram. You can pull all that stuff up now. Obviously, we're not going to do all that stuff because I'm not here to do a full demonstration. This is more of like a first look just to give you guys the news so you guys can go get this. But I do have it pulled up here in FL Studio. So when I crack open this Flex right here, you'll see this is the one that I have right now, and it's still similar. Right, so this right here is the edit menu. This is what the play menu is gonna look like. And then here you'll see you have different controls that you can mess with on the play menu. Give it some more character. Right, so you see you've got that library. You've got different views too. So now you see here, not views, but you got different ways to see your libraries. So you see now you can come over here and check out your libraries. I do have all the libraries, but I just unfortunately don't have them all on this computer. But you know what I'm saying? You can go into whatever it is that you have, you know? So bam, we'll hit Hyperpop and it's gonna have a different background here too. Right, so just picking some random pop sounds at random. But again, if you wanted something else, blah, you can come back here, get into your essential pianos, and then right, so you can get back and forth really easy. So that's what's cool about Flex. They've changed that up, quite a bit. Another thing that they have is this transmitter. So first I'm gonna pull transmitter up here real quick. I'm just gonna put it on the master track. We'll just type in transmitter. Wow. So we'll pull this up. And what this does is basically it chops up audio. So we'll pull it up here first and read what they have to say about it because obviously I'm not an expert. I did not create this plugin and I just opened it up a few minutes ago. But you see it says it basically will catch your transients, it'll catch your sustain, and then it'll split it up. So what you can do is you can put it on a track and you can get like a gating effect. You can do some cool stuff. With this isn't probably, I'm not gonna say it's not for me. This is something that I would use for breakdowns. You can use it for side chains. You can side chain with it too. But I'm just gonna pull it up here and show you kind of what I discovered with it so far. So if I grab a new track, I just got to grab an instrumental or something so I can break up the transients. So if I grab a new track, all right guys, after about 20 minutes of troubleshooting. I'm having an issue with this beta version. I can't get it to play right now. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm only showing you guys this so that if ImageLine sees the video, hopefully they can fix the issue. This is what I'm having on an M1 Mac right now. So when I go to, well, at first it worked correctly. So I had already tried transmitter out. I had already ran, a loop with transmitter and got a little gating effect and did some stuff. So then when I came back for the video and the demonstration and I try to throw a loop up onto the playlist. So like, let's say I throw a loop here, it won't play. So you see how it's just stopping? Right? So it's just sputtering, but it plays down here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know really what the issue is with that. So I can't really show you guys transmitter like I want to because I can't push play. Obviously they'll get that fixed. This is a beta version. So let's go ahead and check out some of the other things in the beta update. It's only funny because this thing was just working like 25, 30 minutes ago. But yeah, that's transmitter. Like you can see here, it's going to take in the transient and it's going to take the sustain, split them up, and then you can use them how you want to. You can add saturation to it. You'll be able to add tilt, warmth, you know what I'm saying, time curve, amplitude curve. You can do some dope stuff with this. So let's go ahead and check out some of the newer things in FL Studio because there are some more nice additions. As you see, this list is pretty long. So we'll just go through a few of them. We're not going to really hop into everything. But they say new projects, when license plate is selected in general settings, this will be saved in project files instead of the username. Won't really worry about the welcome window. I guess, yeah, we will. New remix a song option that loads and stem separates a track in the playlist with a single click. So I guess that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Just remix a song and then bam, it's going to separate everything for you. Again, I can't even check it out though because I won't be able to see what it sounds like. So here in the tools menu, there's going to be an audio looper tool similar to the MIDI looper. FL Studio is now always recording audio from the master, mix, or track. Chord detection panel, detect chords from MIDI, typing keyboard to piano, and note selections in the piano note. You will edit the toolbar to add this new tool. In case I forgot to mention, I am on an M1 Mac. That's what I'm having an error on. You guys might not have these issues on yours, if it's M2, M3, M4, M5, or if it's a PC. I don't have the answers. Maybe I need to update my computer too as well. They got little additions here in the piano roll that's nice. Like the one that I like the most is when you go to export your MIDI or your score sheet, now it defaults to the projects folder. So you don't have to go, you know what I'm saying, save it or go look through the folders to put it somewhere or save it on your desktop. You know what I'm saying? That's something little, but I often drop off my my MIDIs. So that's a good tool. In the piano roll, the right click now opens up the chord progression tool instead of the riff machine, which is obviously a more used tool. Browse scores shows both MID MIDI files in addition to FSC files, because when you want to score, you don't really care about the format. That's true. A chord stamp tool added top-down and bottom-up modes with voice leading. Top-down lets your melody lead the harmony. The note you click becomes part of the chord that's built underneath it. Bottom up is more harmony driven, where FL Studio chooses a chord for you based on where you click. Great for ideas and inspire me workflows. We've got some updates to some of the plugins here. So you see here now in FPC, you can finally drop samples on the pads, you know what I'm saying, to create layers. That's nice. I already talked about the flex. The video players show the last frame and the playback position is beyond the end, so the display is not black. A patcher, the new window can now be smaller when a surface tab is selected for improved UI design. Plugin wrapper menu added, replace the select from the plugin database. MIDI out added a send program change option. This can help with certain hardware synthesizers that don't have internal controls to ignore these messages. Edison scripts are no longer reapplied on except if a preview always exists. LuxVerb added a pitch feed forward mode. I wish I could try that. Direct Verb added shift click support to select multiple zones in the list. Zones are activated when selected with up and down arrow keys. and emphasis disabled the low latency option when instant recovery is enabled. So, I mean, it looks like that's just what they got going on in here. I would definitely recommend checking it out. If it doesn't work, obviously you can just go back to the last version of FL Studio and you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? So we know with FL Studio and Image Line, they normally give us a teaser with the betas. So when the beta comes out, everybody's like, oh, that's all we're gonna get is this one plugin, or this is all we're gonna get. And then normally they drop a couple more plugins when the full version comes out. So I'm assuming that we're gonna get the new, like the Flex update is a dope update. And then, like I said, Transmitter is pretty dope. Unfortunately, I can't use it for you guys again. You know what I'm saying? I just know I went through a few of the presets in it. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to test it for you guys here today, but bam, there you go. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time I bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.